Come closer, New York Yankees fan. Today's story will surprise you from start to finish. It was a regular night in the Bronx until everything changed in a matter of minutes. A strange silence fell over the stadium, and it had nothing to do with the scoreboard. It was something deeper. Oswaldo Cabrera, one of the most consistent players of the season so far, fell to the ground in visible pain. It looked like a routine play, but it quickly turned into breaking news across the baseball world. Fracture in his left ankle. A direct diagnosis, no sugarcoating. The Yankees had just lost a key piece, and for an undetermined amount of time. The impact was immediate. Cabrera had started 30 of the team's first 41 games and left a gap in the infield. More than that, it left fans with the uneasy feeling that this team, already struggling to keep momentum, might start unraveling for good. The season is long, sure, but every loss counts. And this one hurt. The first name mentioned as a replacement was DJ LeMahieu. He's experienced, has the resume, and is deeply connected to the club. But the truth is, even though he's a reliable figure, LeMahieu has never been a full-time third baseman for an entire season, and his recent performance raises red flags. Just last year, he finished with a batting average of just .243. Not the kind of consistency the Yankees need in a high-pressure moment like this. That's why a movement behind the scenes began gaining traction. And the name that's gaining strength? Eugenio Suarez, currently with the Arizona Diamondbacks. A player known for his power. He already has 12 home runs and 28 RBIs this 2025 season alone. And even more impressive, Suarez has surpassed 30 homers in 5 seasons, including 3 of the last 4. He's not the most technical hitter, and his batting average isn't always impressive, but his impact on a lineup like the Yankees is undeniable. And why is that so important now? Because the Yankees have always relied on power, explosion, and risk. With Juan Soto gone, Giancarlo Stanton injured, and now Cabrera out, the machine that drives this team has started to break down. And when that happens, you either restructure fast or watch the season slip away. Bringing in Suarez would be more than a trade. It would be a statement that says the Yankees aren't waiting for things to get worse to act. A move that screams, we're still in this. But of course, it's not that simple. The Diamondbacks have a history of moving players in the final year of their contracts, like Paul Goldschmidt in 2018, and Suarez is in that exact situation. That makes this a real possibility, but it also brings complications. Arizona is still in playoff contention, sitting with 22 wins and 21 losses. They're in the middle of the pack and could either buy or sell depending on what happens in the next few weeks. That makes the situation uncertain, which is why the Yankees must be smart and quick. Because if they wait too long, another franchise could step in and steal Suarez away. The fan base is split, of course. Some say the team should trust what's already on the roster. Others argue it's now or never. Because when that trade deadline passes, it might be too late to fix anything. And in the Bronx, missing the right moment can be an expensive mistake. And speaking of cost, acquiring Eugenio Suarez won't come cheap. 1 or 2 top prospects from the farm system would likely be involved. That's a high price, no doubt. But is it worth it? Is it worth risking the future for a stronger shot at winning right now? That's the big question hanging in the air. And there's no easy answer, but one thing's for sure, the Yankees can't afford to wait. The clock is ticking, and the season won't wait for anyone who hesitates. Here's the part few are talking about. The absence of Juan Soto. Even without an official confirmation of a long-term injury, the impact of his potential absence already changes the entire equation. When Soto arrived in the Bronx, fans felt it was the beginning of something special. The kind of signing that shifts the culture of a team. A player who racks up hits, inspires teammates, and above all electrifies the crowd. Juan Soto isn't just a name, he's a symbol. Without him, the Yankees lineup loses its natural balance. Aaron Judge gets less protection. Anthony Rizzo faces more pressure. And worst of all, offensive depth takes a hit. Just look at the past few games. Batting averages have dropped. RBIs are way down. The team looks far less dangerous than it did just 2 weeks ago. That's no coincidence. That's the impact of his absence. That's why names like Eugenio Suarez matter even more now. Because the season is moving, the schedule doesn't stop, and opponents won't show mercy. The Boston Red Sox are rising. The Baltimore Orioles surprise more with each game. The Toronto Blue Jays are ready to enter the fight. And the Yankees know there's no room for extended slumps. The time for improvisation is over. Now is the time for action. If the front office decides that Suarez is indeed the right target, it will take more than a decent offer. It will take urgency, direct talks with the Diamondbacks staff, a sharp read of the market, and maybe even giving up a promising name from the minor leagues. But those who follow the Yankees closely know this is the kind of gamble the club has made before, and more than once, it paid off. Remember 2009, when the team brought in Nick Swisher and then added veterans like Mark Teixeira and CC Sabathia. That year the roster clicked, confidence came back, and we all know the outcome, a championship. You can't live in the past, of course, but you can learn from it. The Yankees have always been great because they've never been afraid to think big. And now, more than ever, that mindset needs to return. The fans feel it on social media, on sports talk shows, in the stands. Yankees fans in the Bronx are demanding, yes, but they're also loyal. They understand that injuries are part of the game. That bad stretches happen, but they also know there's a difference between accepting adversity and surrendering to it. And what fans want now is exactly that, a response. They want to see the team fight back, to keep their heads up, to find solutions, even if they come at a high cost. And here's the hard truth. There's no such thing as a perfect season. But there's such a thing as a safe season. If the Yankees can strengthen third base, add depth to the offense, and rework the rotation wisely, there's still time. Not to start dreaming, but to keep the dream alive. And as long as that dream is alive, the fans will be there. Through wins and losses, through injuries and comebacks. Because that's what being a Yankee is all about. If you like this video, hit that like button, share it with other Yankees fans, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a hot Bronx update. And now tell us, Yankees fans, what did you think of this news? Is the team heading in the right direction? Drop your thoughts below. We want to hear from you.